The 5 biggest turn-ons for women. Well, hello and welcome, my love. Today we are going to talk about what are the 5 things that really turn us women on. I am so glad that you are here. My name is Arica Angelo, and here, my love, we talk about sex, women, relationships, attraction. This, my dear, is the place that you want to be. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Be sure to stay to the very end because I'm going to encourage you and you don't want to miss it. I have to say that the first thing I want to share with you is a man who smells good. Do you know that men from my past, I can still tell you what colognes they wore? I can actually tell you this, that one of them smelled so good. There was a cologne that he wore that smelled so good that I used to buy it for my boyfriends to wear, even though I met this guy years ago, because his scent smelled so amazing. But I remember every scent that a guy wore. And when you walk away from that guy and you go back home or whatever the case may be, that scent still lingers. Whenever you smell it, it makes you go, inside, and you think about that wonderful guy. So if you really want to turn a woman on, make sure that you smell good. Make sure that you are wearing a cologne that works with your pheromones. There's not a one size fits all. So make sure you sample it wherever you go, wear it for a day, and ask your girlfriends, what do you think about this before you purchase it? The next one is going to be very practical, but I'm going to tell you why it's so important and why it is a turn on for us women. A man who has or is building a secure financial future. Doesn't mean you've got to be a billionaire. Doesn't mean that you are the next tech genius. I'm not saying that. But financial security tells a woman that you've got your shit together, that she's going to be safe with you, that she can rely on you. It's a very primal need that a woman has. Just because she provides security for herself doesn't mean that that takes you off and you don't have to be secure yourself financially. No, she wants to make sure that you've got your shit together when it comes to your money, your paper. So make sure that for you, first and foremost, because you'll feel better about you building a secure financial future. It turns her on and she goes, this is a man. This isn't some young boy trying to figure his life out. This guy has got his shit together. Or if you don't, which not everyone does, and that's okay, that at least you have a plan. A woman, if you don't have the actual financial security, the fact that you're working towards it shows her that you are someone who is reliable, that she can depend on, that you're safe, and she can trust you. And my love, if you have not done that attraction quiz, then I highly encourage you to do it because all of the guys are loving this one, letting you know what a woman really thinks about you. The third one is a guy who is in touch with his emotions. Yes, the emotional warrior, the guy who has EQ, emotional intelligence. That is something that is so sexy because us women innately have these gifts. Our society has told women, hey, you should develop these gifts in terms of emotional awareness. But when we meet a man that has that same EQ, emotional intelligence, there's an already established affinity with that guy because it's like, listen, I know what this is about. I know the importance of understanding my emotions. I know the importance of being in tune with my emotions. So when a guy has that to offer as well, I can't tell you how much this really turns a woman on. Be sure to stay to the very end so that you get your word of encouragement. The fourth thing is this, a decisive man. This is a typical favorite of mine. Listen, when a guy is wishy-washy and he's one day he loves blue, the next day it's red, when his desires, his decision making is all over the place, a woman goes, that's a telltale sign that this guy is not very certain. This guy is not a high decision maker. She may smile and giggle and laugh off your indecisiveness, but in the back of her mind, that's a check that goes, danger, Will Robinson. This guy is not what you're looking for a long-term relationship. So being a man who is a high decision maker really turns women on. It's that boldness to be able to trust yourself, make a decision, and follow through with it, that shows a woman your character, that you're reliable. And as you're learning, as you watch my videos, that for us women, it all starts in here and in here. Not so much like you guys where you just look at a woman and you're turned on. No, 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 no. You're gonna have to work a little bit harder for us women. Which leads me to number 5. A guy who is aggressive and comfortable with going after what he wants. That is such a turn on for us women. When we see a man who says, I'm going to do this, or I want that, and then he goes after it, and God forbid anyone who gets in his path, that sort of tenacity, that aggressiveness, that boldness to be clear and to pursue shows a woman, wow, this is a real man. What a turn on. He not only says what he wants, but he actually goes after it and makes it happen. Damn! That, my dear, is muy sexy. So in the comment section below, I want you to tell me which one of these ways are you gonna work on so that you can turn your woman on. Listen, my love, I wanna encourage you. If you hear one of these and it just hits you hard, you're just like, ugh, that's not me. Listen, I don't want you to get down in the dumps about it. I don't want you to blame yourself and say, oh, this is why I don't have a woman because I'm shit at this. Well, there may be some truth to that, but you beating yourself up over it is not going to get you anywhere. So here's what I want you to do. If one of these really struck a chord with you and you go, yeah, if I'm honest with myself, if I look at myself in the mirror, I'm not so great at this, then you, my love, I want you to focus on that one. And I want you to ask yourself, how can I do this differently? How can I show up in my own life differently regarding this so that I can feel better about me and I can feel more confident? And when you're more confident about you, my dear, set yourself up to turn her on. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And my love, remember this, that you are loved and that you have what it takes. So go out there and make it happen. I'll see you next time.